I don't chase power. I got his gate. I hold the silence where kingdoms wait. No torch, no blade, no lifted hand, just presence heavy enough to stand. The dark stays calm when I draw near, because it knows what I revere. Not mercy shaped, not justice called, but balance deeper than them all. I am the keeper of the night, where shadows answer to quiet might. No crown required, no law to claim, the order bend round my name. I don't rule out, I hold the right. I am the keeper of the night. Some men govern, I oversee. The weight of silence moves through me. No need to show, no need to prove. The world resets where my eyes move. I am the keeper of the night, where shadows answer to quiet might. No throne above, no God to frame. The dark recalls from where I came. I don't command, I define the sight. I am the keeper of the night. Kings depend on loyalty, judges depend on law. I depend on nothing, that's why darkness listens. I am the keeper of the night, where silence breathes its ancient right. No mercy bargain, no prayer in sight. The dark remains, because I write. There's a kind of quiet you only earn after losing more than most men ever learn to name. Not defeat, not surrender, just the moment when pain runs out of tears. The world thinks darkness breaks you, but that's only true. Until the night realizes you don't break. You stop fighting, not because you're done, but because there is nothing left capable of winning against what you've already endured. This is the face of a man the world couldn't finish. Blood dries, bones mend, lost stays, but so does the one who carried it. Stillness becomes armor when exhaustion becomes truth. I don't need darkness, I outlasted it. You become something else when survival stops being instinct and becomes identity. Not power, not legend, just permanence. What remains after pain is a part of a man the world can't kill. Before darkness had meaning, before power had instinct, before men learned fear, or gods and worship, the world was flat, not in shape, but in soul. Nothing had a bottom, everything was surface. descend, not downward but inward, a presence heavy enough to force existence, to grow a second layer. A shadow, man, there is more than what is seen. Death was born that night, misery was born that night. Limit, purpose, consequence were born that night. Not because darkness arrived, but because I did.
Darkness is not the opposite of light. It is the proof that something cannot be measured from the surface alone.
I am not the ruler of night. I am the reason reality isn't shallow. The world bends downward, only where I stand, like truth revealing its second spine. I am not the dark behind existence. I am the gravity beneath it. Every throne is built on height, but height means nothing until depth exists. I am the reason anything can fall, and anything can matter.
Without me, there would be light and form, but no weight, no consequence, no abyss to measure meaning against.
I am not the shadow. I am the gravity of reality. I don't speak loud, I never need. The night itself obeys my lead. No choir sings, no banners rise. My power lives behind the eyes. I never begged for any throne. I carved a kingdom on my own. Not born a king, I bled to be. The dark remembers history. I am the man gate. No borrowed might, no granted grave. I earn my shadow in this place. I am the man in the dark, where fear becomes a work of art. No halo shines, no angels bar. The world goes silent when I start. I am the hand they never see, the law they follow silently. Not crowned, forged, not chosen, built. My legend was where others will. I am the man in the dark, where fear becomes a work of art. No halo shines, no angels bar. The night itself seals my remark. You don't behold me with the eye, you know me when the light must die. The dark is mine, and I am its king. Long before kings will have a crown, power had already found a shape that walked without a throne. A force the night would call its own. I'm not a man you meet, I'm the shadow under feet, the blueprint written in the bone, the reason rulers feel alone. I am the shape of power, not flesh, not fame, not fear. The world learns hierarchy before I ever appear. You don't see me, you inherit me. Before a king is born, he imitates me. I'm not legend, legend copies. I'm the silence myth obeys. Every tyrant is just echo of a law I set in earlier days. I am the shape of power, the pattern beneath the crown, the posture men discover when the weak ones bow down. You don't choose to know me, you become my extension. Every throne is just my reflection. Kings fall, empires fade, but the instinct of power instinct is me. The shape of power, the origin every ruler mimics, not destiny, design, not lesson, physics, no coronation, no acclaim, before power moves, it remembers night leaves in when I arrive. Some come to bargain, most survive, not by luck, by silent will. The room stays warm, blood runs still. I don't need violence, I need the stare. A single pause becomes the snare, and smoky light, their future shades. One breath aside, the move it takes. Out of deep, there of faith in the dying light. I don't forgive, I just decide. No heaven's hand, no mortal slave, the dark delivers. just knows who lost, who won. I'm the dealer of fate in the dying light. I don't forgive, I just decide. No heaven's hand, no mortal slate. The dark delivers what I translate. No final chance, no mercy gate. I'm a dealer of their fate. They don't fear endings. They fear me because I'm the one who lets endings be. I'm the dealer of fate when candles fade. No soul escapes the rule I made. No throne, no plea, no second state. The night becomes what I dictate. And when they breathe their last debate, I'm the dealer of their fate. I took the same seat in the corner again. Back to the wall, face to the world. Not for danger, just habit. A man stops trusting peace after he's seen what wakes up behind it. The bartender didn't ask, just poured. He knows silence sometimes is the only thing a man is still willing to dream. Outside the city pretend Roe got his wounds on soon. I don't have to pretend anything. The night here doesn't judge, it recognizes. I don't come to disappear, come to not be watched. Some men run to feel alive. Men like me just wait for the noise in the chest to stop pacing long enough to breathe without armor. The sax player in the corner doesn't look up, but his nose do. Like they've seen this way before on someone else's spine. Pain doesn't always Sometimes it just sits beside you, and asks for a seat. No neon, no prayer, just a man letting the night hold a part of him nobody else is allowed to touch. I don't belong here, but this is the only place that doesn't argue with my reasons. Some nights I'm not fighting anything, I'm just getting through the hours. Not broken, not brave, just too familiar with the hurt to fear it anymore. People say quiet and call it peace. They'll never notice the weight it takes to stay that still. You learn with time that silence is not comfort, it's shelter. A place where the world can't demand more than you have left. I don't heal, I carry. That's the part nobody sees. There's a heaven as you stop naming, because naming it makes it real again. Better to keep it folded somewhere behind the ribs where it can breathe, but not root. And if I look untouched, it's only because I learned to bleed. When no one is invited, this isn't strange, it's just wait. I stop explaining. The night is not where I belong. It's what I wear when I walk strong. A tailored darkness cut from fate, a cloak the world cannot translate. I do not hide behind the black. The black is what guards my track. Not refuge, shield, or borrowed space, but the fabric shaped by my face. I don't walk into the dark. The dark is what I wear. Every shadow drawn behind is just my silent air. Not king of night, but source of stare. I don't chase cover. The shadow is what I wear. Others feel what blocks the light. I feel nothing, I'm betrayed. The room grows dim just by my tone. The dark adjusts to make me known. I don't walk into the dark. The dark is what I wear. Not shelter born, but sovereign thread. They're silent shapes for those who dare. No mask, no veil, just truth laid bare. I don't need darkness. The darkness needs what I wear. In my cover, it's my reflection. It doesn't hide me, it imitates me. I don't stand in shadow, shadow stands in me. Not the cloth of fear, but a signature of degree. I don't fade, the world goes bare, the night exists through what I wear. I walk alone where the shadows rise. No mercy found behind these eyes. The city bends when it feels my will. I rule in silence, I strike to kill. I paid the price in blood and stone. Every scar became my throne. No saints, no gods, no guiding hand, just fire and steel to claim this land. Lords of the dark, we don't obey. We carve our Lord in night and flame. No crown above, no chains to mark. We live forever as lords of the dark. They whisper fear when they speak my name. I roll my power inside the flame. No turning back, no second chance. The night is mine in every glance. Lords of the dark, we don't obey. We carve our Lord in night and flame. No crown above, no chains to mark. We live forever as lords of the dark. Every scar of our unbroken, every word a law unspoken. In the silence, truth survives. The dark is where my empire thrives. Lords of the dark, we don't obey. We carve our Lord in night and flame. No crown above, no chains to mark. We live forever as lords of the dark. Soft piano walks down the lane, brushes tap like quiet rain. Saxophone sighs of velvet tune. The night begins beneath the moon. The doorway glows with a fading sign. Whiskey whispers secrets in time. They pour at me, no twists, no chase. Every note drifts slow through space. Midnight blues at Eden's bar, where broken hearts play their guitar. No saints, no crowns, just smoke and scarred. Jazz keeps time on faded stars. She leans in close, perfume and smoke. She leans in close, perfume and smoke. Voices low as the words she spoke. Her eyes confess what lips won't say. The sax replies in a minor sway. Midnight blues at Eden's bar, where broken hearts play their guitar. No saints, no crowns, just smoke and scars. Jazz keeps time on fading stars. It's not the gin that makes me stay, it's the bass that walks my sins away. Every chord a wound, every riff a prayer. The night forgives, but it leaves you bare. Midnight blues at Eden's bar, where broken hearts play their guitar. No saints, no crowns, just smoke and scars. Jazz keeps time on faded stars. The piano hums, the candles die, saxophone whispers. Crowd is loud, but I move slow. Every step the tension grows. No chains, no crown to show. The silence tells them all they know. Behind the blue veil I remain. No voice needed to state my claim. Every step becomes a sign. The night obeys this will of mine. They talk big until I appear, and every boast dissolves to fear. But I don't fight, I don't plead, I don't plead, I don't plead. The quiet gives me what I need. Behind the blue veil I remain. No voice needed to stake my claim. Every step becomes a sign. The night obeys this will of mine. It's not thunder that shakes the ground. It's the silence that wraps around. I walk slow, but shadows bend. Dark blue silence has no end. Behind the blue veil, I remain. No voice needed to stake my claim. Every step becomes a sign. The night obeys this will of mine. I walk unseen, but leave a trace. No smile appears upon my face. The city knows my quiet name, but never dares to call in vain. Dark blue is my silence. Every shadow holds a lion. I don't chase, I don't defend. Yet the story bends where I intend. They whisper storm, I bring the rain. They crave the crown, I rule the pain. No kingdom built of gold or stone, just a throne carved out alone. Dark blue is my silence. Every step becomes defiance. I don't fight, I don't forgive, but I decide how they will live. Voices fade, but mine stays still. My quiet cuts sharper than will. If I speak, the night will fall. One sound enough to end it all. Dark blue is my silence, echoes drawn in timeless violence. I don't kneel, I don't resist, I just exist, and silence keeps the final list. Let's walk slow, candles dim where the shadows go. Piano drips like drops of rain, and silence hums a sweet refrain. The bar is smoke, the lights are thin. Every song hides the state where we're in. They pour it neat, no need to speak, just jazz that cuts us deep, and we whispers at the blue note play, sins in rhythm, debts in sway. No prayers, no rules, just sound and skin. The night forgives what they won't mend. She leans on brass, her eyes half closed. The sax replies to what she knows. Her smile alive, her hands confess. The melody reveals the rest. Whispers at the blue note play, sins in rhythm, debts in sway. No prayers, no rules, just sound and skin. The night forgives what they won't mend. How they fall, the echo writes our final call. Every note a scar, every chord a kiss. Jazz remembers what silence missed. At the blue note play, sins in rhythm, debts in sway. No prayers, no rules, just sound and skin. The night forgives what day won't mend. The crowd dissolves, the night drifts on, but the song remains when all are gone. In every breath, in every tone, the jazz reminds we're not alone. Through ruins, head held high, no saying try. My path is stone, my scars are steel. I rule with blood, I rule with will. They whisper loud, but bow in shame. They fear the sound behind my name. No chains, no throne can hold me still. I bend the night to match my will. Crown of fire, burning wild. No one tames this exiled child. Raise your voice, but you won't stand. I scorch the sky with my own hand. Crown of fire, I don't kneel. My roar is truth, my flame is real. I've paid in pain, I've carved in stone. The top is cold, but it's my home. If heaven closed, I'd break the gate. My law is now, my law is fate. Crown of fire, burning wild. No one tames this exiled child. Raise your voice, but you won't stand. I scorch the sky with my own hand. Crown of fire, I don't need. My roar is truth, my flame is real. No mercy, no disguise. Just ashes glowing in my eyes. Every oath I've burned away, but still I rise, I rule today. Crown of fire, burning wild. No one tames this exiled child. Raise your voice, but you won't stand. I scorch the sky with my own hand. Crown of fire, I don't kneel. My roar is truth, my flame is real. Crown of fire. My flame is real. Crown of shadows, golden real. Built from blood, from iron steel. No mercy given, no sword of guide. Crown of shadows, my Lord, my pride. The night remember, the dark obeys. Crown of shadows, forever stay. I walk through fire, I've crossed the line. Every scar I bear It all is mine. The crown I wear is made of pain. In this world of shadows, I'll stake my claim. Blood for the throne, I'll pay it all. In the rise of power, I'll never fall. A mafia king with eyes of stone. Blood for the throne is all I I've heard the whispers, I've seen the lies, but I stand unbroken with no disguise. The cost is high, but I won't bend in this game of shadows. In the rise of power, I'll never fall. A mafia king with eyes of stone. But for the throne is all I own. The streets remember the deals I've made. The night still echoes the path I've laid. Blood for the throne